good old-fashioned, deep and meaningful. Today I'd love to talk about making new friends in our middle years. For many women, particularly working women, deep loneliness can plague them. After kids and on top of work, our relationships with our partners and friends change. Sometimes we move to new cities and have to start all over again. It can be really hard to strike up new friends and find the energy to put yourself out there. Bianca, what are your thoughts around this? How do we find those new friends when, it's easier when we're young with children and we've got little kids, you walk in and you meet all the other mums. What happens at this age?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really challenging, and as we grow up, we have extracurricular activities that are more accepted and you're kind of pushed to do. But for me, I feel like once you leave school, once you leave university, that community kind of dies unless you go into a workplace where you have that 9 to 5 and you might meet some friends there. But particularly for me as an artist who doesn't have a regular 9 to 5 job, I really miss that sense of community. So I think it is about seeking out those extracurricular activities for adults, whether it's, an art class or joining a sporting team or something like that. And I personally, I started my business, which is based around community and creation, so that women could connect again and find some of those genuine connections that we lose at this age.
And maybe at Pilates we could find them as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Nikki, what about you?
Women do so many years in service to their families, young children. That's where you make friends because you're common experience.
Correct.
And then their career, workplace friends. But often later, as the children leave the nest and more time on your hands, there's a sense of, well, where is everybody?
Yeah, that's
and I find that the work I do now in the Crone Zone is really about women finding their centre again, their sovereign self, and that enables them to make connections again. Because when you are in a common experience, it's easy to make connections, but it's hard to walk up to somebody and say, hello, I'm really interested in getting to know you.
Yes.
I mean, we just can't do that.
No.
And so it's about, I'm taking up clogging soon.
Oh, clogging?
Yes.
Oh.
Because I want to join a dance community.
Yes.
And
Well done.
so it's about looking for those communities that light you up as well and staying in contact with long-time friends. And that's hard in our world as well.
It is, and I guess, staying in contact with long-term friends and the time, like we all are very time poor. The other thing that we've noticed in the last few years with the pandemic is that everyone worked remotely. So they're then disconnected from their offices and their colleagues and then sometimes their friends, of course. So what's been a way that you've navigated this, Bianca?
Oh, to reconnect with friends.
Reconnect with friends and just when we couldn't connect, but even in our busyness of our life, how do we make time?
I've always believed that it's quality over quantity.
Yes.
But it is sending that message if you're not, if you're feeling lost and lonely, and kind of putting your heart on the line as well, being vulnerable and saying, hey, I'm feeling really lonely. I feel like I need to connect with someone.
Yes.
And usually then in people's busyness and whatnot, they will then take the time to go, okay, my friend is struggling and reach out, because we can get lost in the, I'm so busy, I've got this, and this. So sometimes you do have to kind of put your heart on the line and say, I'm struggling, I need that help.
Yes.
But being vulnerable is part of women's gifts. So we don't mind sharing with our good friends that we're feeling a bit tricky at the moment, a bit down, a bit sad. And I mean, thank God for Zoom, really. There's nothing like a hug.
FaceTime, Zoom.
Touch is the most important thing. And I think that's the bit we missed out on in COVID, because, we women are touchy-feely. We always give each other a hug or a pat or whatever. So thank God for Zoom, because we managed to stay connected.
Yes, definitely.
But it was a bit hairy.
Absolutely, and the whole elbow tap just didn't cut it for me. Hug people. That ain't going to do it.
Not at all.
No. And Bianca, have you won the friendship lottery?
I have.
Yeah.
Just in the past 4 years, there's one particular friend who I didn't grow up with. We met in an acting class. and we just got along so well. And I feel like I'm the type of person that gives out a lot as a friend. I'm always the one organising things. But I finally met this person that wanted to give me as much as I felt I gave out. And I'm always on the phone to her. So I feel like she's not going anywhere. Well, she's not going anywhere. I'm locking her down.
She's off the market, people.
Exactly.
Bianca's taken her. Stamp.
Yeah, exactly.
And what about Nikki?
I won that lottery when I was 5.
Oh, when you were 5.
I
Okay,
started
you need
school
to tell us.
sitting next to a little girl in grade 1. And many decades later, we are still besties.
Love that.
And my friend in the audience is decades and decades and decades, and that was acting class, acting group. We became friends. Yeah, but it's also about letting women's intuition enough sit around your heart. So when you meet somebody and you feel that connection, you act on it.
Yes.
You say, I want to see you again.
Yes.
Let's exchange numbers. Because often in life we don't take the time to do that.
True. That's true. Yeah. And so if you're watching this at home and you might be feeling a bit lonely or disconnected, what's some advice, Bianca, you could give to them so that they can feel what we are all feeling?
I would always say that you sometimes have to go to you first. So whether that be journaling, and I know some of these things sound silly or whatnot, but I believe that sometimes you have to connect to what it is that exactly you need first. So journaling or meditation. And then once you know what it is that you're looking for, then you can go and seek that out from other people. Because they have then a better understanding of what it is that they can give you in return.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And we do need to become friends with ourselves, don't you agree,
Yes.
before we can befriend anyone else. So you've got to love yourself. So thank you. And what about you, Nikki?
I would say look at your own self-care because
It's a big one.
our service comes first for a lot of women, and we serve our families, our children, our everything, and we forget to nourish ourselves. And part of that nourishment has to be connection with our women friends because they know how to nourish us. So I always think you need to interrogate a bit of your life. So a bit of meditation, quietly look back at your life or look at the past few years in your life, and bubbling up, you'll find, oh, that was a great time with that person. That was a great, and then act. Ring them up, chase them, stalk them on Facebook.
Stalk away.
Yes. And reconnect, because there's nothing like reconnecting with parts of your life journey and reconnecting with a person that was important then for opening up a part of your heart that you might have forgotten a bit about.
Absolutely. And girlfriend love and friendships in general are so, so important. And I talk about them a lot. It is the girlfriend hour. But whether it's with a boyfriend or a child friend, or it doesn't matter, a parent friend, they are so important. They're soul food. You need people around you because we can't just do life by ourselves. It's too lonely. So please help me thank both of these ladies for being on the Girlfriend Hour today. You've been absolutely amazing.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. What a great D&M. I love that. I'm going to get my trusty producer, Kelly, to come on up here. Leave your headset on, hun. We know who you are. Give her a round of applause.
Testing.
We are going to have some fun. It's the last show of the season. How lucky
Let's
are you
get
feeling
wild.
sitting in the audience? Yeah, right?
Well, there's a lady in red out. She's got red lipstick, red dress.
Oh,
She's
red
been
and red.
looking at me all day and
Come on down. Woo. We
each
have
time
some-
she's pretty amazing down there. And you do have the
Look at
hello.
you.
Hello, how are you?
If I could sing, I'd
Come
sing
on
Lady
in.
in Red, but I can't. So I'll just leave that to the imagination.
I missed the shoes before. You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
So you listened to Shar's instructions and said, come and be fabulous and colourful.
I
Yes.
did. And I knew a few of the guests, so It was fantastic.
Brilliant. What's your name?
My name is Therese. I'm from Sydney.
Ah, nice to meet you, Therese. Well, on our beautiful Flower Garden prize wheel today, sponsored by Be Styled for Life, we have some fabulous gifts up today. I'm going to tell you what you could potentially win. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Our grand prize is amazing and has some incredible gifts all by itself. But if you do win the grand prize, you actually win everything on the wheel. We have a Be Styled for Lifestyle session and gorgeous leather wallet, Storm in a D cup prize pack, Women in Bloom skincare set, a pair of these cool kick shoes, gorgeous Lisa Pollock picnic basket and serving platter, and a beautiful gift from Fashion Flaunt. What's feeling right for you?
Oh, it has to be number 3.
Number 3. Oh, the number 3. Okay, we're going to give us some number 3 vibes.
Come
You're
on,
not going to
number
say
3.
grand prize?
Oh, that would be even better.
Forget number 3. Who's number 3? Grand prize. All right, give it a big spin. There we go. Give us some vibes.
Come on, number
That's
3.
a
Come on,
great
number 3.
spin.
Come on, grand prize. Come on, grand prize.
It went backwards.
It's the grand prize! Yes!
The wheel's got an energy all of its own. You have won the grand prize. Congratulations. Here is our assistant producer, Kylie, who likes to be backstage, but she's now front stage. You have won one of everything. Congratulations. We have some great gifts in our grand prize as well with Embrace Crystals, House of Vim, Menopause Tea. I wouldn't mind some of that. Desiderate Jewellery, Aston RX Vitamins, Elite Parties Online, magazines and books from Feminescence, Joseph Ribkoff Umbrella and Scarf, a session with the Optimisation Queen and a pain relief kinesiology session. Congratulations, Therese. Thank you for playing.
Luggage on the way back.
Yes. You will need excess luggage now.
Excess luggage for her.
Take
travelled
it
up
away,
from
lady.
Sydney. And we'll be back right after this.
Are you loving the Girlfriend Hour so far? We hope you've been inspired by the wonderful women you've seen sharing their stories. Do you have an inspiring story of your own to share? We're looking for magic just like yours. Be featured in Feminescence magazine and start your own exciting media journey. Join many other fabulous women who've been profiled in Feminescence magazine. Unlock access to an international audience, propel your career and expand your network. Make today the day you back yourself. What are you waiting for? Visit feminescence.com.au to find out more.